that we can keep the fire alive.
Cause it's not over till the summer. Say one more time.
I wanna dance, the music's got me going. Nothing I can stop how we move. Let's break our plans and live just like we're golden and growing like we're dancing fools.
Like we're dancing fools.
We don't need to worry, 'cause when we fall we know how to let.
The talk, just walk the walk. Cause we don't need permission to dance. No, we don't need permission to dance.
Cause we don't need permission to dance.
No, we don't need permission to dance. Cause we don't need permission to dance.
How long will you let go? I guess we never know. Just hold on, keep going on. Why wait if you can't go? I think we both know. Just hold on, you keep going on. You and I, we've been through this phase, so be still and take your time. Nothing can stop us, nothing can stop you and I. We got each other, we conquer the city. And I, nothing can stop us, no one can stop us. We know that it's wrong to hide from the truth, even though you try so hard to fake it. You know what you want, don't hold on to your dreams, just hold on, you keep going on. You and I, we've been through this phase, so be still and take your time. And nothing can stop us, nothing can stop you and I. We got each other, we conquer the city. And I, and nothing can stop us, no one can stop us. Oh yeah.
wanna do something that's new, and it seems really, really hard to do. You feel like quitting, you feel you're through. Well, I have some advice for you. Don't give up, keep on trying. You're gonna make it, I ain't lying. Don't give up, don't ever quit. Try, and you can do it. Don't give up, yeah. If you want to catch a ball, but you're having no luck at all, the ball hits your head, it hits your nose, it hits your belly, your chin and toes. Well, try again. Keep on trying, and soon then you'll put your hands out in the air. You'll catch that ball, yes, this I swear. Don't give up, keep on going. You're on a ball, so keep on going. Don't give up, don't ever stop. Try, and you'll come out on top. Don't give up. You got yourself new roller skates, you put them on and you feel great. You stand up, but then you fall. Don't think you can skate at all. You get back up and then you trip. You skip and tip and slip and flip. Well, try some more, and soon you're skating across the floor. So give up, keep on moving. You're gonna get there, just keep on grooving. Don't give up, don't pack it in. Try, and you will win. Don't give up, no, don't give up. No, don't give up. No, don't give up. No, don't give up.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We hope that you're all doing fine, healthy, and happy. We're so glad to welcoming you all to our annual event, Public Health International Competitions, or PHIC. But before we start to explain more about PHIC, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Martina Puspawangi. I'm coming from Department of Nutrition, and here I'm not alone. I'm accompanied by my friend Anissa Azahra, coming from the same department.
Okay, hello everyone. Once again, welcome to Public Health International Competition. Okay, as what we have mentioned before, we will give you a brief explanation about our event. Public Health International Competition is an annual event held by Faculty of Public Health as one of our way to improve youth critical thinking through several competitions, such as scientific competition, paper competition, essay competition, and infographic competition.
Okay, thank you very much, Icha. After finishing our challenging competitions and presentations, we have these amazing webinars to increase the involvement of the youth to join our enlightening event to dig more information related to health issue, of course. These webinars are open for public participants, and all layers of the community can join this webinar. We try to widen our scope of webinars by raising a special theme, which is mitigate the psychological effect of social media overuse during COVID-19.
Okay, it's very good, right? As what we mentioned before, we have been coping with COVID-19 and it has changed many things around us, whether in the scope of health issues and many other issues such as mental health issues. We are raising this theme because we want to talk it deeply with our amazing speakers about these current issues faced by all of us. We are trying to discuss it and find the best possible solution for these issues.
Okay, such a great explanation, right? We have absorbed and heard so much information related to the webinars today. But before we started, we have to involving our guide in every step of our way. So hereby, I will let all of our participants to pray. So praying sections is started. So praying sections has finished. And may God accompany us during these webinars and give his never-ending tenderness and bless us all.
Okay, after we pray, we would like to invite our participant to sing our national anthem Indonesia Raya. To the operator and participant, the time and screen is yours. Okay, the next one is singing of Airlangga hymn. To our participants, we are allowing you to clench your fist in your left chest. To the operator, the screen time is yours.
Okay, thank you very much for our operators and participants who have sung the National Anthem Indonesia Raya and Airlangga hymn. Okay, we have stepped at our second agenda, which is welcoming speech from several people who have played a big roles in this event. To our welcoming speech will be delivered by our Public Health International Competition chief, to Miss Tiberania Inner Beauty Balkis. The time and screen is yours.
Thanks MC for the time given. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Honorable Second Vice Dean of Public Health Universitas Airlangga, Bapak Dr. Muhammad Atoila Isfandiari, Dr. MKes, Respectable Chief of Student Executive Board, Public Health Universitas Airlangga, Mas Muhammad Aziz Al-Fakhri, Respectable Chief of Student Executive Board, Public Health Universitas Airlangga, Mas Muhammad Arju Ilmi Atoila, Respectable Advisor for Risk Press, Ibu Kurnia Dwi Artanti, Dr. MSc, Respectable Speaker of PHIC webinar, Mbak Maulidita Salsabila Azahra, SPSC, and Ibu Palina Khiarinisa, SPSC MSc, Respectable PHIC webinar participants, and the last, my friends whom I love. First of all, let us praise and thanks to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala who has given us blessing and health so that we can gather a Zoom meeting on this occasion. Salawat and greetings delivered to the great Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being able to join this wonderful webinar at Zoom meeting. My name is Tibrania Inapioti Bilkis. It is such an honor for me to speak on behalf of organizer. Let me begin by giving you a warm welcome to this webinar. Um, Before we get started, I would like to express my appreciation to Bapak Ato, Ibu Kurnia, Mas Fahri, Mas Arju, moderator, MC, speaker, PHIC crew, and all participants who currently help us make this webinar run beyond well. We could not have done it without you, so thank you very much. And today's webinar by Team Mitigate the psychological effect of social media overuse during COVID-19 as the initials of student of a new world, grew up by 5.0 world. Through this webinar, I hope that we can increase our society's awareness regarding social media usage. And then we aim to make the society become wiser to use social media in daily life. Well, I do not want to take much of your time. I need to hand over it to Icha and Martina, our today MC, and thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, what a wonderful speech and welcoming. Okay, after listening to the chief of the event, now we will move on to the next welcoming speech by our head of Student Executive Board, Faculty of Airlangga, to Mr. Muhammad Arjuwilmi Atoila. The screen and time is yours.
Okay, thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Okay, good morning, everyone. How are you today? May we all always be healthy. Okay. The Honorable One, the second Vice Dean of Faculty of Public Health, Dr. Muhammad Atoila Isfandiari, Dr. MPes, Excellency, the Mentor of Public Health International Competition 2021, Ms. Kurnia Dwi Artanti, Dr. MSc, Excellency, for all speakers of the HIC webinar 2021, Excellency, the Head of Student Executive Board, Faculty of Public Health, Mr. Muhammad Aziz Al-Fahri, respectable, the Head of Research and Achievement, Department 2021, Ms. Sylvia Khalifatus Soliha, respectable, the Chief of Public Health International Competition 2021, Ms. Tiberania Inner Beauty Balkis, and all of the beloved audience here. Firstly, let's thanks to God that has given us mercy and blessing, so we can attend the PHIC webinar without any trouble and obstacle. Secondly, may salawat and salam to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who has guided us from the darkness era to the lightness era with Islam and Iman. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Arjuwilmi Atoila. You can call me Arju. I am a Vice Chairman of Student Executive Board, Faculty of Public Health 2021. On this good occasion, allow me to deliver a little speech. To start my speech, I'd like to say welcome to all participants who attend the event this morning, and also I'd like to express my gratitude to all those who support the success of the PHIC 2021 event, especially this webinar. I'd like to thank the all PHIC 2021 committee who have prepared a very, very amazing event from the beginning until today. And I hope that we will always be given ease and success until the end. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, according to the topic of webinar on this morning, mitigate the psychological effect of social media overuse during pandemic COVID-19. Let me give point let me give point of view. In my opinion, in this era, especially pandemic era, all of activity switch from offline to online, such as studying, shopping, meeting, and the other activity and social media. Okay, social media seems to be a primary need for everyone, and of course, from a new culture that we know as the new normal. But dependent on social media in the new normal era certainly has an impact, one of which is on our psychological side. So the question is how to manage social media. It doesn't have a bad impact on our life. Let's discuss with our guest speaker who are already present with us. Hopefully, we get a lot of benefit from the event this morning and we can implement it in our daily life. Maybe that's enough from me. Thanks for all attention. May we all always be healthy. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, we have listened to a very tender and a warm welcoming speech delivered by our chief event and our head of student executive board. Now we will honorably invite our dean to give a welcoming speech to Doctors Muhammad Atoyillah Isfandari, Medical Doctors MCAS. The screen and times are yours.
Okay, thank you, MC Martina Puspita, for the time you provide to me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Well, basically, this is on the spot, right? Last night, Bu Nyoman Reta Damayanti, as the first vice dean, called me to ask me whether I can open this this occasion this morning. Yeah, because she has a very important agenda for this morning. But yeah, I think why not? This is I think this is a very interesting and useful activities. So yes, I want to open it, and then maybe I will follow this this occasion until the end of the webinar, right? Okay, basically, because we have this similar name, yeah, with Arjo Atoyillah, I think it should be the opening speech should be delivered by Atoyillah, yeah, by Arjo. Yeah, it's okay. First of all, yeah, we should be grateful to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, because until today we still blessed with the health, yeah, considering that we are still in the pandemic atmosphere. So moreover, we still be able to conduct this very good and useful activity because in addition to commemorate the birthday, yeah, of Faculty of Public Health, Universitas Airlangga, this topic, I think, is very suitable, yeah, with fits with the current situation and condition that we face, because in this pandemic era, like you previously said, yeah, the use of social media is very massive, and even though the useful of the social media is, yeah, of course it is useful, yeah, in providing many important informations related to the pandemic, but it's also contain like potential danger. You know, for example, in forms of delivering hoaxes, misinformations, as well as excessive use. Yeah, because uh, we we are forced, yeah, to do our all activities from home. Yeah, so it will lead to excessive use of social media. Yeah. So moreover, we have so many social media platform. Yeah, for example, Facebook. That's for my age group. Yeah, yeah, 35 years old up to, yeah, maybe for you, Facebook is not popular anymore, but we still have Instagram. We have now TikTok. Yeah, that it's very booming, and Twitter. But the problem is that we don't know, yeah, what age of the people that we speak with. Yeah. So yeah, there are a lot of mixed values that we find in social media, right? Um, this very confusing, very you know, very um, different values. Yeah, it will cause like the feeling of insecure, virtual conflicts, because we have different values, right? Or maybe disappointment into ourselves, because we see to the role models, for example, the celebgram or something. Why can we be like her, for example? Even though in FKM we have our celebgram, yeah, Pauline, Willis Pauline, yeah, who went to Glasgow right now. I know she was the celebram, but yeah, I think it will, yeah, lead to many social advantage and disadvantage. Yeah. So with us here, there are two competent speakers, yeah, Bu Valina and Bu Mauludita, yeah, from Faculty of Psychology, and I think two of them are very competent speakers to discuss about these topics. And but I think the most awaited part of this morning event, I think, the last part, yeah, which is the announcement of the winner of the competition, right? Yeah, and of course the distribution of the prizes. Yeah, so I hope that even though in this event maybe there is a winner, there is a loser, but I hope that all of you are the winner. Yeah, for, yeah, whatever categories is. I think that's all that I can deliver on behalf of Faculty of Public Health. I would like to say thanks to the committee who prepared this event. It's very interesting and perfect. And also to the all attendees. Yeah, without the attendees, this event is nothing. Yeah, and especially for our distinguished guests, the speakers, Bufaina and Mauludita, thank you very much. And I hope that this event will be beneficial and give us very good and inspiring insights. I think that's all from me. Thank you. And Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, thank you very much, Doctors Atoyla, for the amazing welcoming speech. There are so many values that we absorb from your welcoming speech, from the insecurities, the carings, and low self-esteem that usually appears when we use social media. It was such an amazing insight for all of us. But before we starting our webinar sessions today, due to the presence of Mrs. Kurnia as our division's preceptors. Hello, Mrs. Kurnia.
Hello, Mrs. Kurnia.
Hello, are you here, Mrs. Kurnia? Yes. Do you have any messages for us, to our participants today? Please, the screen is yours.
Sorry, I'm not ready for the speech. Maybe firstly, I will thank you very much for the time, and then I'm very appreciate with the this press. I'm as the responsible lecturer for the this press. Yeah, thank you very much for the time. And then I'm very happy because a lot of participants until now, there are more than 208 yes participants for many institutions if I look in here. And then thank you very much for the committee have prepared in the 1 year, and we know this is our challenging. This is the before this event is national competition, and then for this time increase become the international competition. I hope in the next year we can get more participants for the foreign country, and then maybe we can prepare better. And I'm very proud of the committee, and I'm very happy for this event can happen well done. Okay, I think it's enough for my speech. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mrs. Kurnia, for the amazing speeches. So we do hope that our participants will feel welcomed by all of the welcoming speeches that has delivered and involved, of course, into our webinars today. So, Ms. Icha, let's us continue this.
Okay, now we will move on to our awaited event, which is the amazing webinar. But first of all, we will welcoming our moderator to keep the event on moderation. To our honorable moderator, Miss Nindi, please turn the screen on. Hi, Miss Nindi.
Hi, how are you guys?
Okay, I'm doing wonderful today. Gimana nih? Mbak Mar, gimana nih?
Hi,
Okay, how are you doing today, Miss Nindi?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking.
Okay, you look wonderful today too.
Okay, very amazing. Okay, before we officially hand this event to Miss Nindi, I will read the profile of our moderators, of course. I'm so honored knowing that I'm given the chance to collaborating with this moderator because she has so many talents and so many achievements, of course. So I will read the few of them, okay? Only the few of them. So the first one is ambassadors of public health, specifically as a talented ambassadors in 2018 to 2019, head of the public relations and informations in the level of divisions at public health student organizations, Airlangga, Universitas Airlangga, member of the public relations and informations divisions, public health associations in 2018 to 2019, moderators in the fans of World Patient Safety Days in 2021, speakers on Share On in specific major related to self-confidence in 2019, and the last one is the Masters of Ceremony in the event of Public Health Anniversary 2019. With all of her achievements and talents, we do hope and we believe that she is able to be the moderators of today's seminars. So without any further ado, we officially hand over this event to Mrs. Nindi, to our moderator. The time and screen are yours.
All right. Thank you so much, Mutiara and Icha, for the wonderful introduction. All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I believe you've heard my introduction by Martina and Icha, but let me reintroduce myself. My name is Nindya, and I will be your moderator for today's webinar. All right. So today's webinar, we have two amazing speakers. We have Miss Valina Khiarinisa, Sarjana Psikologi, Master of Science, and also Miss Maulidita Salsabila Azhara, Sarjana Psikologi. So without further ado, I believe Miss Pauline is already in the room.
Yes. Yeah, good morning, everyone.
Hello,
good morning,
good
Nindi.
morning. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Miss Pauline, I would like to say, I'm sorry, before we begin, may I introduce you to the audience by reading out your curriculum vitae? May I?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
All right. So our first speaker, Ms. Pauline, is a teaching assistant at the Department of Psychology, Universitas Airlangga. And her most recent academic qualifications is in 2019, receiving the title Master of Science in Clinical Psychology from the University of Groningen, Netherlands. Our speaker has done many research and publications, including as recent as 2021. And also Miss Pauline was a paper presenter at the International Conference on Social Science at the University of Leeds, United Kingdom in 2019. Yeah, it seems like our speaker is very accomplished with several awards and many academic achievements. All right, now I would like to invite Miss Pauline. Yeah, how are you today, Miss Pauline?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How about you, Nindi? And everyone
I'm
here?
very great. Thank you for asking. All right, so it seems like the audience cannot wait any longer. So the screen is all yours, Miss Pauline.
Okay, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good morning, everyone here. The lecturers, Dr. Atailah, Ibu Kurnia, the committee and the participants. I'm very glad to be here. I'm very glad and very happy to share this topic with you. And let me share the screen first. Okay. Okay, everyone, can you see the screen? Okay, good. Yeah, actually, this topic is very interesting for us since this pandemic, we use online learning. We also use a lot of platform to stay connect with others, right? And yeah, as Dr. Atoila said before, that social media actually has positive and negative impact, and we have to deal with that. Yeah, we have to manage our life. Yeah, we don't have to like social media ruin our life. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we don't have to be that. Like we have to manage our life wisely, especially using social media during this pandemic. Okay, before we start the next slide, I think, yeah, this coronavirus pandemic 2019 is the first global health crisis in the age of social media, and during this pandemic, there have been countless examples of social media being used to both mitigate, but unfortunately also propagate harm. Yeah, and so yeah, the spread of this information can be compared to the pandemic itself, but
the frictionless communication inherent in social media allows information to spread even faster than the virus. Yeah, that's the fact. Yeah, and social media is equally efficient at spreading useful informations as misinformation as well. And the nature of social media results maybe in celebrities and influencers having outside impact on what information is spread. And widely known that public figures somehow making false and misleading claims, and that will have a big impact to the netizens, to all of us who might follow him or her, and maybe social media also lead us to have several perspectives, and such as comparing our life to the others, and if we compare unwisely, that will have another negative impact to our life. So okay. So first, maybe we talk about the role of social media in our mental health. During this pandemic, we also have learning from home, both lectures and the university students. We stay connect via Zoom, via Aula, maybe for students from Unair, and also many of us enjoy staying connected on social media, like to share our perspective, to share our opinion, as well as I follow Dr. Atoilah's Facebook, and I also read his perspective, and I really enjoy to get a lot of information about COVID-19, because he also put the reference, and I believe that's one of good reference to us to follow the COVID development. So, but in contrast, while many of us enjoy stay connected in social media, excessive use, can full feelings of anxiety, depressions, isolations, and FOMO, fearing of missing out. So from this slide, we can see that actually social media plays good things in our mental health. Especially during pandemic, we have physical distancing more than 1.5 years, and basically we are just human being. We are social creatures, and we need the friendship, we need companionship of other in our life, and we need maybe we need external motivation or strength to our connection, and it has a huge impact to our mental health and happiness as well. By being socially connected to others can increase our stress, maybe reduce our stress, anxiety, depression, and boost our self-worth as well. If we can give some content to our social media, it boosts our self-worth to other, and provide comfort and joy as well. Prevent loneliness, because we also feel connect with others, and even adheres to our life, maybe. And on the flip side, lacking strong social connection can pose a serious risk to our mental health and emotional health. So in today's world, many of us rely on several social media platforms, maybe such as Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and any other social media. And we spend our time, with a lot of content, maybe our daily life or our perspective, and yeah, it requires in-person contact with others to trigger the hormones that might make us happy, or maybe in contrast stress and the other negative effect. But ironically, for technology that's designed to bring people closer together, spending too much time engaging in with social media can actually make us feel lonely, and might be isolated and exacerbate the mental health problems such as anxiety and depressions. So if you feel like you or maybe us, all of us spend a lot of time using social media, and the feeling of sadness, anxiety, and all of those feeling impact our life. So we have to redefining how to use the social media wisely. We have to re-examine. We have to do some reflections. Maybe how could it be? Okay. So maybe I want to be more interactive. Because I'm not alone here. I'm with 200, more than 200 participants here. I want to hear your voice, hear your perspective. What do you think, or what is the positive impact of social media in your life? Would you mind to share your opinion in Zoom chat, or you can unmute it? So that will be happy for me to hear your voice, because in this in this era, especially when I have to give some lectures in university, I feel like I feel alone. I feel lonely because most of the students just turn off the camera, and then when I ask something, there is no voice, and and there is no student who answer my questions. Like, oh my god, it's really stressful. And then I try to be more interactive. I ask someone to give the opinion, the comments. So you can comment anytime. You can interrupt me anytime you want. If you have any question in Zoom in this webinar, you can always have time to raise your hand. So the first question. Would you mind to share? One of these 200 participants, would you mind to share what is the positive side of using social media in your life, especially during this pandemic? Anyone, maybe the participants or the committee, maybe? No one. Maybe would you mind if I ask Indy, the moderator, to share your subjective experience using social media? Oh, Hannah Fatni, I think I can have more. We can make friends even from outside the country. Mia Pramita, and Hannah Fatni, I think I can have more friends than in my real life. Maybe for those who are celebgram, as Dr. Apela said, some of you might be celebgram, have a lot of followers, a lot of friends, compared to the real life, that's true. That might be true. Make friends, outside the country. It's totally true. Basically there are a lot of positive things using social media, and two of them are mentioned by our friends, but I will explore it several parts. The first one, we can communicate, yeah, and stay up to date with our family and our friends and around the world. And also we can find new friends and communities based on our passion. Yeah, maybe you guys follow some community, online charity. Yeah, there are a lot of good things we can find in social media. We can conduct a social charity by online. We can collect netizens money to do good things for others. Yeah, that's good thing. And join or promote worthwhile causes. I mean, this raise our awareness on important issues, um, as well as pandemic, and also yeah.
Brilliant presentation. Maybe you can thank. Please
Okay.
continue, Rizali.
No problem. Okay. And then we can seek or offer emotional support during these tough times. Like, since 2020, since March 2020, Faculty of Psychology, Universitas Airlangga held online consultation, online counseling for those who who have problems related to COVID-19, or maybe not really related to COVID-19, but the negative impact of this situation. We have consultations by online meeting, and it's really helpful for counselor as well as the clients. And we also find vital social connection, yeah, especially if you live in a remote area. For example, we have our independence, yeah, and to work, yeah, and then taste for building creativity. As I said before, maybe some of you use your TikTok as a health promotion to others. Yeah, maybe Martina still remember, like last year when I teach Martina and friends. Yeah, I always suggest all of them to use social media wisely, to promote health. Yeah, to do a lot of health promotions, yeah, because it's very effective. Yeah, especially for you. Yeah, for public health agents. Yeah, and we also discover with care, yeah, source of valuable informations. Yeah, as I said before, it's like tsunami information. Yeah, we can find anything in social media, but we have to care, uh, take care to ourselves. Yeah, we have to use it. We have to filter it wisely. Which one is the fact? Which one is the hoax? Which one is the wrong and right informations? Okay, yeah, maybe we have another positive sides of using social media, but I will move to the possibly negative impact. Yeah, the negative aspect of social media, since it's relatively new technology, yeah, for us, yeah, there is little research to establish the long-term consequences, good or bad, of social media use. But however, several research have found a strong relationship between heavy social media and increased risk for depression, anxiety, loneliness, self-harm, and even suicidal thoughts. That's the fact. Yeah, social media may promote negative experiences such as inadequacy about your life of appearance. Yeah, even if you know that some image you are viewing on your social media might be are manipulated, they can still make you feel insecure about how you look or what's going on in your own life. Yeah, what's going on in our real life. Yeah, similarly, we all aware that other people tend to share just the highlight of their lives. I mean, the small part of their life. Yeah, rarely to the low points that everyone experiences. Yeah, and yeah, and then the second one is fear of missing out, FOMO. Yeah, that's a new term, I guess. It's while FOMO has been around, yeah, for longer than social media, such as Facebook and Instagram, seem to exacerbate feelings that others are having more fun, yeah, or living better lives than you are, than our life, yeah. Like Dr. Abayla said to us, like we tend to compare our small parts of our life and other small part of their life. Like, yeah, we don't know for sure which is the real one and which is the the virtual one. I mean, I cannot say it's fake, yeah, because might be it's a fact, but uh maybe it's just the small one, yeah, and people tend to show the good things in their life, yeah. It's some of them, yeah, show the adversities as well, but not all people, yeah, are brave enough to share the bad things happen in their life. And then, yeah, there is a bias and misconception here. If we only we only focus on the spotlight, the highlight of someone else's life, and still compare to our life, yeah. And then isolations, yeah. There is a research from University of Pennsylvania, uh, high usage on social media uh, will increase the feeling of loneliness. Yeah. Conversely, the study found that reducing social media usage can actually make us feel less lonely and less isolated and improve our overall well-being. This situation might happen because maybe when we decrease our time on using social media, we can make a better understanding of our self, yeah, like what we really want to be, what we want to do for others, or maybe we can just get some fresh air outside, do social connection in real life, yeah, with our neighbor, with our friends around home, around home, yeah. And yeah, the fourth negative aspect is depression and anxiety, especially if we can control our time, we just focus on our social media without good things. Also, cyberbullying, especially for adolescents, yeah, for high school, yeah, it also happened, yeah. Maybe it happened also for our age, yeah, especially in social media, people can easily comments anything that they want, yeah. And yeah, it will ruin someone else's life, yeah. And self absorption, yeah, sharing endless selfies and all your innermost thought and social media can create unhealthy self-centered, yeah. Because yeah, maybe some of us, yeah, give a selfie for pictures, and then we just focus on ourselves, not focus on others life. Yeah, that's the paradox, yeah, of using social media. Okay, so here, why I might say that if we use social media um, more than the normal time, yeah, we can see here, yeah, we browse social media more, yeah, we cannot manage our time, and then when a lot of information, yeah, tsunami information comes to our mind, yeah, we will feel lonely, sad, stressed, and strictly compare our life to others, and then we can use social media more and more, yeah, addicted, yeah. And then yeah, we will experience fear of missing out when people do a lot of trending activities using TikTok, or using what is that particular dance, but we cannot do that, yeah. We feel fear of missing out. Why I cannot dance like the other one? Like Yeah, it's just simple, but if we keep living on that, yeah, we will ruin our life, yeah, and we feel even more depressed and anxious, yeah, and then that's will, yeah, the cycles will continue, yeah, to the end, yeah. But now the villa, yeah, I just give the example, like it might happen for some people, but I hope for those who are here, we can have warning time to ourselves to yeah, to keep our mental health stay sane, yeah, during this time. Okay, so the next one is wisely using social media during COVID pandemic. Okay, so yeah, after we discuss the positive and negative side, yeah, the advice or the insight that I want to share with you is, yeah, wisely using it, yeah, because it's just like um, a knife, yeah. Social media is just like a knife, yeah, we can use it to cook, we can use to cut our food, yeah, and yeah, it's beneficial for us, but it might be harmful, yeah, if we use to other things, yeah, to self-harm, to harm others, yeah. So it's just the same with social media. Social media is also beneficial, but it might be harmful if we can use it wisely. So this is the informations that you can see. Yeah, I will share the slide. Don't worry. Yeah, it's just example like hoax versus the right one. Yeah, maybe all of us have learned. Yeah, we can identify which one is the hoax and which one is the real one. Yeah, maybe we can be aware. Yeah, for information from WhatsApp group which not include the reference. All right. Yeah, we just ignore it. Yeah, because it might um, disturb our mental health. Yeah, it might feel we will feel like stressed, yeah, and depressed, yeah. It will more anxiety comes to our life. So yeah, we can just follow the right one, yeah. I mean, follow the reliable sites, reliable and reliable websites, yeah. And it's very easy, I think, to just strict to the right one and just ignore any other things that, especially for WhatsApp group, we which include forwarded message. Yeah, yeah, that's a warning signs. Like maybe someone who forward the message didn't read the message itself. We have to be aware with that kind of thing. Yeah, and yeah, social media and mental health. It's yeah, the problematic social media usage. Yeah, it will lead psychological impact to our life. Yeah, it also leads us to have a lot of anxiety and academic burnout. Yeah, for example, in this webinar, how can I make sure that all of you listen to this webinar? Maybe some of you use your smartphone to scroll up your Instagram, and then we have cyber slacking. The term is cyber slacking. Yeah, when we actually listening to lectures, but the other activities at the same time we use our smartphone to scroll our social media to update Insta story or Snapgram or maybe Facebook or Twitter. Yeah, yeah, that's kind of cyber slacking. Yeah, the term. Yeah, that might happen to this year, especially when we have online learning. That's the problem. Not only students' problem, but also lecturers' problem as well. So it's a challenge for us to stay mindful. Yeah, in every single activities when we do this webinar, the lectures, we just focus in this. But yeah, that's quite hard, but it doesn't mean that we cannot do that. Okay, and the second one, so sorry, I just put the pictures. Yeah, following influencers advices and lifestyle doesn't always mean that we are in the right path. Yeah, yeah, that's very true, because yeah, a lot of information from telegram and influencer maybe lead us to be confused, like how it could be like that. Yeah, how can they go outside from Wisma Atlet, for example? It's just hot issues. Yeah, today is like, yeah, we can learn, yeah, from her. Actually, we can learn that we cannot do that to other people. So yeah, uh, from this phenomena, we also learn that, yeah, following them is not always right. Yeah, we have to we have to build our value. We have to make sure our value, our life, and also our family value that might be different with them. That's fine. Yeah, we don't have to compare every single activities to someone who have a billion followers. Yeah, because a lot of followers doesn't mean that they have right life. Yeah. And then this one, yeah, especially for this pandemic, maybe some of us, yeah, it happened to me, yeah, in on March 2020 when a pandemic comes, yeah, to Indonesia. Hi, yeah, we have COVID-19 actually, yeah, in March, yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Then what I did was I'm googling a lot of things, yeah, characteristic of COVID-19 pandemic, and then a lot of information comes to me. Like I told my husband, "Oh my God, I have this one, I have this one. Oh, maybe I have COVID-19." Yeah, but I'm afraid to go to the doctor. Like, oh my God, I'm afraid. I'm too afraid. No, I'm afraid. Yeah, I just feel anxiety, but doing nothing. Just stuck in the house with real good one things. Yeah, that's kind of example of cyberchondria. Cyberchondria refers to an abnormal behavioral pattern in which excessive of repeated online search for health-related information are distressing or anxiety-provoking. So, yeah, we have to make sure we have to go to the valid informations, yeah, especially using social media. And it express, yeah, cyberchondria express the increasing health anxiety as a result of repetitive and excessive search of health related information on the internet or social media as well. So yeah, do you want to mention, maybe some of you have ever heard about cyberchondria? Maybe you want to share what exactly is signs of cyberchondria? Do you have you heard it before? Maybe Indy, moderator.
Actually haven't heard of it before, but I am familiar with the terms of feeling anxious after searching on Google about your symptoms.
Yeah, and then it built our belief that, oh my, I might have this disease or this. Yeah, yeah. So maybe we feel this phenomena, but we do not we are not familiar with the terms. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with
Okay.
it.
Okay, this is one of the signs of cyberchondria. Yeah, checking health information website to get relief from anxiety, but actually it built another anxiety. And then, yeah, the times that spend checking on health symptoms online, and it will interfering with our life. Yeah, so yeah, our brain, our mind have a good ability to memorize what we see in internet, and then it will pop up. Yeah, it might comes when we want to sleep, when we want to a lot of activities, and then it will distract our activity. That's very dangerous, yeah, for us. And then, yeah, seek reassurance from people about the disease. Yeah, unfortunately, those who have cyberchondria only ask for reassurance or guarantees or validations, yeah, from close friend, maybe from other people who are not professional. So I really suggest, when you have like several symptoms, you just make sure to the professional, go to doctors, go to psychologists, or go to professionals to make sure what happened to our life. Yeah, avoid to do self-diagnosis, but because it's really, really dangerous for us and for our surroundings as well. Yeah, if we just stick with our belief, which is not completely true. Okay. So I want to um, ask you, moderator of the or the committee, is it possible for us to do the polling? The polling, what is that? Or maybe just via Zoom chat only. Do you think it's mythos or facta? Yeah. Do you think it's myth or fact? Cyberchondria and online health information seeking are just the same thing. Is it myths or fact?
Perhaps I can share my opinion.
Yeah, of course.
I believe cyberchondria and online health information seeking is not the same thing.
Yes,
Sometimes
because
we actually do need to seek some information, but cyberchondria, I believe cyberchondria is the effect that comes from seeking health information, like the
yes.
anxiety and the stress.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Mindy. And the other, maybe the participants, the grand finalists, yeah. Would you mind to share? Is it myths or facts? Just yeah, just
participants or the committee.
Yeah, maybe just
question.
M or F, maybe. Yeah, you can just type in the Zoom chat M or F. Yeah, that might that make me happy. If you want to make me happy, just share your perspective. Is it myths or fact?
To the participants, you can write M for myth or F as facts. If you believe that the statement is a myth or a fact. In Zoom chat, anyone? Maybe the comedy or from seems like we have several people that believe it is a myth.
Okay. Okay, thank you for everyone who participate in this polling. Yes.
Oh, there's one fact from.
Oh, two. Anissa Zahra and Karoma. Yeah. But actually, it's a myth. Yeah, mythos. Yeah, because cyberchondria not only refers to online health information seeking, but also involves excessive search. Yeah, that are driven by and lead to distress and anxiety. So it's different. Yeah, and lying on a continuum of behavior, online health information seeking and cyberchondria have different aims. Yeah, online health information, as Nindia said, it's learned about a conditions versus relieving anxiety about a condition, hypochondria. So while online health information seeking is not in and of itself maladaptive, cyberchondria involves spending an excessive amount of time online to expense of more productive and experiencing an increased anxiety after searching. Yeah, so it's different. There are several reasons why cyberchondria happen to our life, especially during this time. Because a heightened perceptions of threat and fear of newly identified, poorly understood disease, and then our difficulty in coping with uncertainty. We will feel like, when this pandemic will end, and also we lack of authoritative and trustworthy sources of relevant health information, and then difficulty in coping with abundance of information, tsunami information that is often confusing, conflicting, and unverified. That anyone can post anything in this era, and we have to filter it. That's very hard to do. And then inability to access online health information seeking to provide the necessary informations and deliver their reassurance. I hope we have more time. Hopefully I will continue this. That's the example of cyberchondria might happen during this pandemic. The first one we can see here, like vulnerabilities that make the perception of threat during the pandemic more likely and that undermine coping with pandemic-induced uncertainty. And then, yeah, heightening perception of threat and fear of COVID-19, yeah, and then difficulty in coping with the stress, with uncertainty associated with COVID-19 pandemic, yeah, and then we, some of us, or maybe the others, yeah, do the online searching for information about COVID, yeah, but then there are several activities there, like questionable trustworthiness of online information, difficulty in finding authoritative and trustworthy source information overload, and might us confused and also decrease our ability to filter out unnecessary informations and constant update information about COVID. And then what? We have excessive online searching for any information about COVID. And the problem might comes when we have no ability, yeah, to find necessary information and experience the assurance, and that will increase our fear and distress. That's why we have to, yeah, we have to manage it well, yeah. Just maybe give your time to like turn off your signal or your Wi-Fi to make sure that you make your own time, yeah, to less stress, yeah. Maybe I will skip this one, or I just explain one of them, yeah. Several slides I will skip due to the limited time, yeah. Maybe I will go to this slide, yeah. For example, model of cyberchondria during this pandemic, yeah. Questionable trustworthiness of online information, including negative role of social media. And this large amount of online information on COVID-19 might be, yeah, misleading and inaccurate or false, but yeah, unfortunately, some of us might believe it, and yeah, we do the wrong path there. And we also have the corrective strategies. Actually, we have to fostering acceptance that some proportion of online health information cannot be trusted. We have to accept this, and then increase reliance on the official and reputable source of the online health informations, avoiding social media as the only one or predominant source of online health information. So yeah, that's all we can do actually. We control our intention, yeah, not the social media control us. That's will, yeah. It's kind of human control the robot or a robot control us, yeah. That's a big question to our activity right now. So how to deal with cyberchondria behavior? We have a lot of things here, yeah. We have to avoid worrying too much, yeah, for everything. I think it's kind of not to myself, yeah, not only for pandemic but other disease, yeah. When I just try to Google and then wow, that might happen to me, like, and then that will lead me or maybe some of you worry too much, but we have no bravery. We are not brave to go to the doctor, and then that will be stuck, yeah. It will stuck our life. Then realize that not all information on the internet and social media is valid, yeah. We have to realize it, and consultation, that's okay if we go to the psychologist, if we go to psychiatrists or doctors, yeah. That will make us aware. That's our strength, yeah, to be aware with our mind and body that, oh, I'm not okay, that's okay. Okay, I will go to psychologist, I will go to a doctor to make sure about my physical conditions. Okay, I will get the valid information, I will get the valid problem solving, instead of just following social media accounts that might not be valid for our problem solving. And of course, we have to limit our social media time, yeah. Maybe some of you make time, I mean, yeah, timekeeper, yeah, in our smartphone, yeah. That happened also to me, yeah. Because yeah, the one of the effect of this pandemic is I use social media more than before the pandemic. Yeah, maybe some of you have the same challenge. So yeah, have maybe 1 minute left. We have to modify our social media use to improve mental health step. Yeah, the first one, we can reduce our time online, and yeah, you can use app to track how much time you spend on social media each day, and then turn off your phone at certain times of the day, especially when you want to sleep. Yeah. And then don't bring your phone or tablet to bed, and then disable social media notification, because you know why, when you put your phone and then jendung, yeah, there is a notification, and then we just we just come back to our social media. Oh, someone's like my post, and we can take it again, we can put it, and then yeah, it's just a cycle of using social media. Yeah. And yeah, limit checks. Yeah, by turn off the notification, we can limit our time to check the notifications, and then try to remove social media application from your phone. Yeah, if you feel anxious, or you can control yourself. Yeah, it also good, I mean, to what's that, to fasting. Yeah, to for several time, to just heal ourselves from this part of using social media. And then we also can change our focus. Yeah, we can ask ourselves, and then you can do some reflection. Are we using social media as a substitute for real life? Yeah, that's a big question. You can answer it by yourself. And then, are you an active or passive user on social media also? Yeah. And does social media leave you feeling inadequate or disappointed about your life? Yeah, because if so, that's the contradictive goals of social media. Yeah. Yeah, we actually want to be more worthy. Yeah, by spreading our perspective. Yeah, spreading our activities, good activities, to inspire other, maybe. But when we feel inadequate with that, we have to redefining. We have to re-examine our activities using social media. And also, yeah, we can spend more time with offline friends. Yeah, we can deny in this situation, it's very hard to do. But yeah, if you are already vaccinated, you can try to go outside, I mean, with following the health protocol. Yes, as of course. Yeah, but that's fine. Yeah, for two or three people to connect, to just asking how's your life. Yeah, how's life, and um, tell our story instead of writing. Maybe we can easier to speak up. Yeah, about our life. Yeah. So if you don't feel that you have anyone to spend with, reach out to acquaintance or friends. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that one of you, yeah, it's very good comments. Yeah, from Mbak Widya Sari. Less scrolling, more living. It's yeah, that's actually the insight from this webinar. Yeah, less scrolling, more living. Yeah, it's very good. Yeah, and then also express gratitude. Yeah, when you uh yeah, every day. Yeah, when we sleep and then we wake up, just yeah, do your activity, do your routine to to be grateful to God that we still alive, we are healthy. Yeah, take our time to reflections. Yeah, try to keep a gratitude journal, maybe, or using a gratitude app. Yeah, I think there are a lot of social media app that help us to be grateful and keep track of all the great memories and positives in your life. Yeah, as well as those things and people you'd miss if they were suddenly absent from your life. And then practice mindfulness. I think it's a different topic, but I will make sure that basically mindfulness is living in the present, living in the moment, here and now. Yeah, just just focus on the right time that we are currently doing. Yeah, and then we can join some volunteering activities, social charity that will open up our mind. Yeah, that a lot of people in real life that might have problems, that we can help them instead of just looking for celebrants life that is not um, yeah, it's completely different with us. Just be a beneficial people, just be uh, wise to other people to help the real life, maybe around us, yeah, around our house. And maybe if you join a BEM, or any other things, yeah, we can do, yeah, some charity for those who need. Okay, I think it's already um, yeah, it's already it's more than 5 minutes late. Yeah, I'm sorry for the committee and the participants. Yeah, there are a lot of things, yeah, to avoid cyberchondria, and I said it, and use the internet as the tool, not the substitute. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we have to get several information, but we have to cross check to the doctor, and then visit trustworthy and secure website, and be careful with the use of mobile apps. So yeah, maybe I will skip this part. And yeah, that's the end of this session. Thank you very much for your participations, and thank you also for Widya for the insight. Yeah, I'm very happy for giving this lecture. Hopefully, we can have a discussion after this. Thank you. I will give the session back to the moderator. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much, Miss Valin, for the amazing presentation. I find this subject to be very interesting. So even though we need to be well informed during this pandemic, we also have to be wise when it comes to searching for the information. All right, so now to the audience member, if you have any questions to Miss Valin, the Q&A session will begin after our second speaker. So make sure to write it down, remember it, don't forget your question. All right, thank you again, Miss Valin. So we are moving on to our next speaker. Our next speaker, Miss Maulidita, I believe she already through.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. All right. How are you today, Miss?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. How about you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for asking. Before we begin, may I read out your curriculum vitae to the audience?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you so much. All right. So our speaker, Miss Maulidita, just graduated from Universitas Airlangga with Bachelor of Psychology. She is a public speaker, content creator, and an entrepreneur. She has gotten several awards and achievements, including first place as the most outstanding student of the Faculty of Psychology, with many experiences such as interns and staff for several student activities. It seems like our speaker has also been a speaker for a lot of events, like in 2021 as a keynote speaker in Solution webinar. All right, I can already feel the excitement from the audience. So to Ms. Maulidita, please, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you. Let me share the screen first. Okay. Can it be seen? Okay. Okay. The PowerPoint is still within, yeah? Okay. Okay, alongside the presentation that has been, we've been listening together from the Miss Valin. Okay, I'm going to maybe shifting the perspective from the problematic usage of the social media we've been currently addicted to, maybe because this endless pandemic. I will start to mention about the society 5.0, and I'm gonna name my presentation or our discussions today with the COVID-19 revolutions, transforming a society from social problems to social reform. Okay. Okay, I'm going to introduce myself. I'm actually usually being called Salsa, Moita Salsabila Zahra. You can call me Salsa, sorry. Yeah, I'm a Bachelor of Psychology from University Airlangga. I'm currently active as a public speaker and content creator, and I'm also working as a children behavioral therapist at one of psychological services in Bogor City. And I'm currently interested in clinical psychology and mental health, child development and education, and also about Islamic psychology. Okay, let's start our discussions. Not really far from what we've been heard before. Yeah, this pandemic, this endless COVID-19 pandemic that we've been through together. The COVID-19 pandemic that began in December 2019 has spread to more than 200 countries and regions around the world. So not only in Indonesia, but all around the world are experiencing the same thing. The pandemic brought not only the threat of physical health, but also psychological stress, such as anxiety, depression, and fear among the public. Maybe Ms. Khalid also have explained more about this. And not only COVID-19 pandemic, throughout the human history, this is not the first pandemic that we've been all through. That it was there's SARS, MERS, and previous studies of other infectious outbreaks and subsequent quarantine orders have demonstrated the negative effects on both post-traumatic stress disturbance and the psychological stress experienced in the general population. And the pandemic itself has resulted in created social isolations across the globe due to the implementation of physical distancing to limit the transmissions of the virus, resulting people experiencing increased loneliness, depression, and anxiety. For both the infected and non-infected populations, anxiety might be particularly prevalent and devastating during this pandemic due to uncertainty, reduction in economic income, and accompanying lack of a sense of security. And yeah, the internet and social media usage changed. What makes this pandemic differs from the other previous pandemic? We're living in the world where we have social media, where we have internet. Due to limited social interactions, people have relied overwhelmingly on technology and social media to manage physical distancing while maintaining social connections. Internet and social media usage that has been observed in unpredicted magnitudes when compared with the pre-pandemic period. The necessity of physical distancing has made screen-mediated information and communication technologies even more indispensable than before, raising concerns about harms or benefits of screen dependency or screen stress due to overexposures. These remarkable levels of usage also have undeniable psychological impacts, like what we've been heard before. But could you imagine if we live in the world where pandemic happens and we're not having social media? It's literally the real social distancing. Well, social media can provide an outlet for voicing fear about the pandemic, including hoax, even another problematic effects of social media overuse as cyberbullying and crime. But also, social media can play a crucial positive role by providing a platform for people to share their opinions and to relay facts about the crisis. Also, to strengthening social ties during these tough times, we're all survive together of these misfortune situations become a common feature in resilience process of the community, global community, and can be augmented by the connections afforded by social media. Maybe if we talk about the effect itself from the social media usage or the internet and all the features about that, there will be the negative impacts and there would also be the positive impacts. But what we can be more grateful with these situations, honestly, personally, I can't imagine if surviving the pandemic without internet, without social media. Maybe the academic situation, or even we university students can do the activities, but thanks to this technology, thanks to the internet, thanks to the uh, revolutions of 4.0, the internet of things, we all could survive together until this point of time, and even we could share these perspectives, share these topics all around the world at the same time, from our own house. But yeah, it will be bunch of the list if we only talk about the negative sides of the social media usage. And what's also happening during these times with the pandemic and also with the technology and internet? There may be some points that we could highlight that also that maybe not everyone could really realize what's actually happening, but the society start to change. The patterns of our lifestyle start to change. Like we've been heard, but we know, maybe some of you, not some of you, maybe the general populations of the human in this world today might have been experiencing psychological distress about the pandemic. Me myself, at the early pandemic, I also experiencing like burnout, stress, because yeah, it's a normal effect. Not normal, I mean, like, it's just normally pandemic, the abrupt change of our lifestyle will lead to psychological distress from among the people that's currently facing the tough times. But because the social media itself and people have experiencing the same time, the same feelings, the same pressure, they talk about their opinions, they talk about their feelings in social media, and people start to know about mental health, start to realize about the importance of well-being, even start to believe that mental health is not a myth, mental illness is not a myth, it's really real. And from these situations, from this noble effect, the psychological services also gains more attention. Psychological and mental health awareness also increase, and people getting more attention to know more about their mental health. That's also important, not only at the pandemic situation, but in our daily life. Throughout our lifespan, and people also start to normalize seeking a professional mental health, which wasn't before. Maybe because maybe it's not the pandemic situation, because the social media connections become more intense. There's a lot of psychological services that also doing the counseling online, like and also there's an application about the mental health. And actually this is the time that I'm actually so grateful with this situation, because from the problem itself, people start to learn more and getting the more better solutions, because they are not really focused on their busy life, and they start to look at their self and their condition and their mental health. And this is actually the thing that we all could be more grateful with these hard times, but we could find the resolutions about itself. And moreover, as COVID-19 continues, adjustment in workplace and educational situations, it leads to a social behavioral change and new normal lifestyle and policies, of course, because the new normal has already started, it's already happened, and there's a lot of innovation that has been made in every sectors, as business, education, also government. So the human being could survive with this situation. And then this is like from this situation we could see that there's shifts the shifting connectivity expectations and the new technology achievements also occur, and change in communication and physical connection will inevitably follow. So I don't know, I'm not really sure, and many studies, many opinions start to talk, what if we can be back to normal? And how if we will live in a new world? Because the pattern of our behavior has been changed, and people start to innovate about their working styles, their studying styles. University starts to do the asynchronous synchronous classes, and maybe also for the business sectors, they start to apply the hybrid working style, and it's actually saving more costs and having more effectivity. And of course, this is the positive side about how problems could force people to adapt and to survive and to think more how they could be live a new life. And of course it takes time to heal the community, especially about the mental health side. But if we only highlight the negative impacts of these situations by using our old lifestyle as a standard, as a threshold, of course there will be a long list of those, but let's face the reality. We need to adapt and be resilient. We need to have a new worldview. We can't, I'm honestly think that maybe we really can't live like how we used to, because personally, because have been living with the pandemic for 1 year more, I'm actually kind of feeling more comfortable with this kind of lifestyle, because I can save more money, I can save more energy to work and to learn and to do more things in house, but we can manage our time better. It's all about we have to be more patient, more adaptable, and more resilient. We need to have a better psychological capital, psychological skills to control ourselves, to control our life. And that's the mindset that we need to start to have it, because I don't think people would maybe would want to live like how they used to, because the massive revolutions in human behavior already shaped and already changed the community. So we need to think more about the new revolution, the new society that would come after these situations. And that's how the Society 5.0 social reform maybe would become the new topic that everyone will start to talk. And I like about what I like about this event, it's the crew start to think beyond what we're currently facing, but to what we want, what we will to face in later on. Because the idea of this Society 5.0, it's not the new idea that came from pandemic, but it's an idea that has been proposed in Japan by Japanese people, that actually maybe not really at the time when the pandemic has happened. So let's talk about the definition first. The Society 5.0 is a human-centered society that balances economic advance with the resolutions of social problems by a system that highly integrates cyberspace and physical space. So Society 5.0 was proposed in the 5th Science and Technology Basic Plan as a future society that Japan should aspire to, and maybe around the globe would also aspire to. It follows the previous revolutions that has happened in our human history as hunting revolutions in Society 1.0, agricultural society and revolution in Society 2.0, and industrial revolutions in Society 3.0, and the Internet of Things, the information revolutions in Society 5.0 that we've been currently living. Yeah, but in the previous information revolution or Internet of Things era in Society 5.0, the cross-sectional sharing of knowledge and information was not enough, and the cooperation was difficult because of the varying degrees of ability among the people. But in social reform, in this new idea of our new revolution, human revolution, we'll achieve a forward-looking society that breaks down the existing sense stagnation, a society whose members have mutual respect for each other, transcending the generations, and a society in which each and every person can lead an active and enjoyable life. And achieving Society 5.0 will enable the world to realize economic development while solving key social problems. It will also contribute to meeting the Sustainable Developmental Goals, the SDGs that proposed by the UN, the United Nations. And also with this idea, Society 5.0, Japanese people start to think that we cannot be controlled by the AI. The human cannot be mastered by the robots. We need to be the master. So this is why the Society 5.0 proposed. So the main concern from the human life that we, the human, should not be controlled by all those automatic things, but we need to be the center of our revolutions, not about the things, the mechanical things. Again, it's about us, it's about our life, and it's about to make the world become better, because the sustainability, based on the sustainable development goals or SDGs that
I'm
we've
sorry for
been.
interrupting, Miss Elsa.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I believe the slide isn't moving.
It's not. It's if so, it's not.
Yeah, I thought you were reading
Okay,
from
I'm
your
so
notes. That's
sorry.
why the slide isn't moving.
Okay.
I'm so sorry for interrupting. Please continue.
Okay, so I've been talking about I'm over here. I'm over here. Okay, I will recap so the audience will not be confused. Yeah. Yeah, first I'm talking about the pandemic itself and the pandemic effect, about the mental health and internet and social media usage change, and also what's currently happens among the pandemic affected people, like what I've been talking before about the emerging mental health issues and the increased awareness in the community, and the social behavioral change leads to the new normal lifestyle and policies, adjustment and innovation in every sectors as business, education, also government, and massive technology advancements. So of course, it takes time to heal the community, right? But if we only highlight the negative impacts of these situations by using our old lifestyle as a standard, of course, there'll be a long list of those. We need to adapt and be resilient. We need to have a new worldview. And I've been talking about, and we've been start to talk about the Society 5.0, and I will maybe repeat the explanations about this idea. So the Society 5.0 will be the new idea of our human revolution, a human-centered society that balances economic advancement with the resolutions of social problems by a system that highly integrates cyberspace and physical space. Social reform innovations in Society 5.0 will achieve a forward-looking society that breaks down the existing sense of stagnations, a society whose members have mutual respect for each other, transcending the generations, and a society in which each and every person can lead an active and enjoyable life and not be being controlled by the AI and the robots. But we're gonna be the center of the revolutions. So by achieving Society 5.0 will also enable the world to realize economic development while also solving the key problems we've been experiencing throughout the human history, like the global problems, like the massive heating Earth, and also the industrial effects for our environment. It will also contribute to meeting the SDGs that proposed by the UN. So this is the idea that has been proposed by the Japanese people that we need to start to shift from the Internet of Things revolutions, the previous that maybe that we're also still currently living on, the Society 4.0 that we're living alongside the technologies and the social media. But because of the pandemic that has happened, we are forced to live a new lifestyle and a new pattern that and people start to be more empathize with others since the social media also being the platform where people share about the conditions of other countries, the condition about the other areas that may be suffering. So we start to help each other and we start to gain more perspectives about what's also happening in the other side of the world. And from this social reform, the new revolution that the human would start to live in on. After this pandemic already start to getting controlled by us and we start to adapt better, I don't think we will going back to live like how we used to. We will face a new kind of life, and this society 5.0, that we need to start to prepare ourselves, that we can't have the same mindset about how we used to live before, but we need to start to know that we will live a new life and we will live alongside the technology and integrates the technology, the cyberspace, to support our life and to make our life easier. And it's not only about the internet again, the cloud space again, but it's all about the big data. It's about the AI. It's about the automatizations, about every human works that could that so we can save more time, save more costs, save more energy, and we could focus to fix what problems that has been going on through our human life. So we start to solve the problem about the environment, about the earth. And how ready are we for the new era as the people already start to change and have a better communal empathy of our social problems? Without we realize it, the COVID-19 pandemic has been a great lesson and maybe some preparations for us to welcoming the new era of society 5.0. It might still take time, but we're constantly getting there. Then what actions can we do for now? So because we're the young generation, or maybe most of the participants now are the university students. Sometimes the university students don't know why they choose their major, don't know why they learn that, and don't know what work they would do after they graduate. And I don't think it's the mindset that we need to continue. We need to make the people, the generations, especially the young generations now, to start to think more mindfully about their life, about their purpose of life, about the missions of life, so their life could be useful for the environment, for the others, and so they won't be lost. They won't be depressed. They won't having more psychological problems. So the things that we can do: first, find the life lessons and wisdom you could learn from these pandemic situations. Like we've been discussed before, it's not only about the negative sides about the pandemic that we're currently facing, that we're currently survive and we're currently healed from it, but we can also learn that we can live like this, we can do this, we can make this, we can also be more mindful, be more grateful about our life, about how we used to not be really care about our things, our easy life that we just think that it's just, yeah, the people live the same thing, but because this hardship, because these tough times, we start to realize how important the oxygen where we have about not having a mask to go outside and also to meet our friends normally. It's not something that we used to be more grateful, but because of these pandemic situations, we start to realize how precious those times, how precious those small things. And before we could be grateful for the bigger things, for the bigger life, we could start from the smaller things, from the smaller aspects of our life, so we could be more grateful for our lifespan. And then we could find your mission, we could find our mission of life by answering these questions: what you have, what you like, and what can you do in steps to take part for creating a better world in social reform. Then start to realize it. Maybe some of you already heard about the idea of ikigai. Yeah, it's the Japanese people idea about what their patient, what they're like, and what can they do, and they would know what they propose, what they can do for the society. And we could learn from that. We could learn for that perspectives, because sometimes we don't even make time to define, to know about what we're actually having, what potential that we have, what can we shape from that, what can we do from that, and what I like, what things that I can make money from that, and also I like to do that, and what can I do in steps, of course, in concrete steps, in definable steps to take part for creating a better world. Because it's from the individual, and if the more people start to think the same thing, these small steps could make other people also think the same, and it could um, make our community to start to live a more purposeful life and creating a better world in social reform and new revolutions for the humankind lifespan. And then start to realize it, because the knowledge without an action is just not really a thing that we need to maintain, because we have knowledge of, especially us, the university students. We have knowledge, we learn so much in the campus, in the class, but what action we could make, what things we could do from that, so we could help other people, so we could help the community, so our knowledge would be useful for others. And of course, from the hadith, the best of people are those that bring most benefit to the rest of humankind, by Prophet Muhammad SAW, peace upon him. So it's not about our hardships again, but from that hardship, what we could learn, what wisdom we could get from that, and what things that we could do, what can I think, what makes us survive from these situations. And maybe what you do, what you currently do, would be the idea of people, the other people that are having the same thing, and it could help them to follow your steps to survive your hard situations, and it would make their life would be easier too. So it's from these small things that we could reform a new social society, a new better world. And it's not only about the pandemic effect again, the overuse of social media usage again, because it's all about our psychological control, our self-control, how to manage all of these new things, all these supportive medias that live alongside of our life, that will always support our life. and we can be separated again by the technology, because the whole world is living with the technologies, and it will maybe become more enhanced later on. So we can only think about to dismiss it or to minimize it, but how we can control it, how we can not being controlled by the technology, how we cannot being addicted to the technology, but how can we be the master of the technology, of the machines, of the internet, of the AI. It's the idea of society 5.0. So we are the human, we are the maker from the technology, we are the purchaser, and we are the one who use it. So we can't be addicted to those things. So we need to be the master of it. So I'm so sorry about the early presentations of mine and the PPT, but I hope that what I share today would inspire us together and to prepare ourselves to face a new era of our human revolutions, the same like the previous revolutions that has happened throughout the human history. This pandemic would be the start for a new life that we could learn together. So don't be discouraged, don't be so hopeless about these conditions, because God has created us human, live with a brain, with the akal to survive and to adapt with even the hardest situations ever. So I'm positively believe that we all could be resilient to these situations and to prepare a better life, that we will sooner experience this new world. So yeah, I hope that what I share could be understood, and I'm so sorry about the situations before. Maybe it's all from me. Thank you for your attentions, and thank you for listening.
All right, thank you so much, Ms. Salsa. That is a very interesting point of view of this topic, actually. And I do agree that it seems from now on, our lifestyle will forever be changed. We're already comfortable with the online lifestyle. All right, so moving on, we are entering the Q&A sessions. So to the audience member, if you have any questions, and if you have prepared some questions for Ms. Falin too, you can enter your question through chat. You can send it through chat or by raising your hand. Yeah. The question can be submitted to either speaker, and the questions can also be submitted in Bahasa Indonesia. I will help to translate it. All right. As we wait for some questions by the audience, I actually have some one questions to both of you, if you don't mind. My question is, I got this question from the first. Oh, maybe Mr. Atta would like to ask first.
If you don't mind.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine.
Because actually, I wish the student can, use this opportunity, very good opportunities to, find and study and learn a lot about the psychological, not only effect but also use, but also psychological impact of social media. But I have two questions for both of the speakers. First of all, I would like to ask to Ms. Falina, about, like you mentioned previously, that social media should be used wisely, but there are several aspects that I are worried about the social media. First is about what I call capacity building, right? Capacity building, I don't know whether this is correct terms from the psychology aspect, but from me, I would like to say that this is like a capacity building. For example, apa, increasing knowledge, increasing wisdom, because it there is a correlation with it with between knowledge and wisdom. And what we saw, yeah, recently, currently, yeah, it's frequently even like people that we think that they are well educated, but yeah, suddenly in social media platform becomes what I'm saying. I would like to use terms ridiculous, you know, ridiculously dumb. Yeah, sorry if I don't use a proper terminology. Because they you know, use like several logical fallacies derived from misinformation or wrong information, and then they conclude or they express their opinion and to make the other people follow their opinion, but ridiculously dumb. Yeah. If the people is not well educated, I think it's okay. But sometimes we find that these people are well educated people. So how to prevent that when we use social media in order to avoid ourselves become just like that such a people. So I don't want to talk about the other people. I want to talk about ourselves. So how to prevent or what can we prepare when we use the social media in order to avoid us become that such as like such as these people. This is the capacity building, and the second is about the value that, yeah, like I said previously, that there are many various values, yeah, in social media. Sometimes it's similar with our values, but frequently it's not similar, and sometimes it's quite different. And but the fact is the opposite of our values. So for us who, yeah, maybe we are through many reference, many experiences in our life, yeah, maybe we have like a barrier or we have a filter to protect our values. But what about the for example, the children or the teenager who don't have any strong basic, and then they you know, you know, they are in the same conversation in the social media, for example, maybe in the TikTok, for example. I saw frequently you know, strange values, or yeah, negative for me negative values. But yeah, I saw that the commentators is, yeah, I assume they are the teenager or, yeah, even the children. So how to, do you have any psychological suggestion about how to educate or how to yeah, protect them to, you know uh, to prevent our generation, our younger generation, to influence to, or to affect it by negative values. This is questions for Ms. Fana. And the question for Ms. Maulidita about social transformation. I think social media is very powerful tools, yeah, to change not only our society but our world. You know, so the world changed dramatically, yeah, during the last maybe 5 years, or I don't know, because the first time I have the handphone is in 1998. You know, it more than 20 years ago. But there is no social media. I first in I was first introduced with social media in 2009. First, um, my first social media is Facebook. Yeah, because previously the Facebook does not exist. If I'm not wrong, uh, maybe if you remember the Friendster, maybe you are still the same age with me. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Before Facebook, there was Friendster, but I don't like the Friendster. And then when the Facebook come up, I joined for the first time with the social media, and I think in that moment, yeah, the Facebook is still a healthy environment. I seek for the real friend because I seek the friends from our past, but the time goes on, and then there are many virtual friends that not real my that is not really our friend in the real world. But you know, and then the world changed. Yeah. So like I don't know, I forget who said that, Sam Huntington or someone, but they say, but who uh, you know who have the information, they will conquer the world. But I don't think nowadays the quote should be changed. Yeah. Who conquers the social media, he will conquer the world. Yeah. So how to, I don't think that the change is only positive. Yeah. The social transformation only positive. For example, for our unity of nation, for our way of life, for our uh, you know uh, ethics, for example, because the ethics, yeah, in different generation, yeah, differs, and it changed drastically in my point of view since the social media you know yeah, since yeah,
Trending maybe.
yeah. So do you think that we will see the different world, yeah, like the world that we see today in the next maybe 2 or 3 years later, and what kind of world that maybe you can predict from the psychological point of view? Yeah, maybe that's my question. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, Mr. Atoila. Perhaps Miss Falin or Miss Salsa would like to answer first.
Okay, maybe I will answer first. Thank you very much for Dr. Atoila Isfandiari for the hard question. I think it's very hard question, yeah. If I'm not mistaken, there are two questions for me about the researchers or a worker maybe who as an expertise and how to wisely use social media for maybe for some particular situation. They use it ridiculously, as you mentioned before. Yeah, that's a very hard question since social media is actually, everyone has their own right to use the social media, the first one. But maybe if I have to mention about psychological suggestion related to this situation, one of them is how to be mindful with our behavior, because it should be noted that usually researchers, worker, or expertise or practitioners always bring the institutions as well. I mean, they are the representative of the institution as well, and every single thing that we share, that we do as a practitioner, will have a consequence, maybe small or big consequence as well to the institution. And by understanding this ethical thing, it's a fundamental thing, I guess. By this, by remembering this ethical thing, which is we are mindful, we can avoid those kind of ridiculous thing, But we cannot deny, maybe we, as a practitioner, we can also see in social media, maybe they share their life story, their private life, it's maybe out of this out of the topic, maybe out of the out of his job, maybe, or her job, that's a different topic. I mean, it's our wisdom as well to differentiate, to identify, oh, maybe at this time this expertise share about their opinion based on the good reference as well. They give the right references, or maybe as expertise we have our right to maybe give the right opinion when there is misinformation in the social media, with give the good references, so the public, the netizens, the other people also see us, also see us to give the right to give the right informations. As I I also read your the way you behave in Facebook, sir. Actually, we are friends in Facebook, and I think you give good ideas, status, and especially during this pandemic, and maybe some of your time you spend for your social life or your private life. That's also fine, as long as we cannot harm. We do not harm others. We do not offend others' life, and we do the right things. We share the right things, and we complete it with the right journals or references. So maybe that's I can do, that I can answer to your hard question. Or maybe you have another. You maybe have another insight for us. That's very fine, for you to share. And for the second one, that's a big problem as well. How to control our kid, our teenagers using social media. maybe one of the yeah yeah maybe one of the psychological way is related to family mental health, how our parents should be involved in children's activity. So when parents build good trust with the children will also trust to their parents to share what they do in social media. Maybe if I'm not mistaken, some of celebgram also share this kind of activities. How parents ask about what is your activity in your social media, or just building trust each other between parents and children will lead us easier to understand what they are currently doing. And also we it's okay to set up a right time to children in using social media, and we can monitor it. Monitor in a good way. I mean, it's easy, or it's easy, but easy to say, but it's hard to implement. How to monitor our children's activity in social media. But some of them might be success with that, and we just try to build our communications. Build our trust each other between parents and children, and I'm pretty sure that this will make us easy to understand what is actually they are doing in social media. If Salsa have another answer, or maybe the committee or Mr. Ataila also has his opinion, that will be fine for me to also hear from you. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Ms. Valina. So I believe the key is first to be mindful and to build trust with your children.
Yeah.
Perhaps Ms. Salsa would like to answer her question.
Okay, there's some idea, and also maybe the main concern of our educational vision, the Campus Merdeka. What I've heard before about this, the new curriculum, the new focus for the younger students now. The school starts to integrate the focus of the educations with the technology, and this vision start to focus to prepare the next generations to be more ethical, to be more wise to use the social media, because we are the generations that we don't learn social media at school. We don't learn the ethical in virtual world at school, and it's even we only learn about Excel, Word, and PowerPoint at school. Meanwhile, it's rapidly changed, and the governments and start to realize how important these things, this value to being learned at school, because there's a lot of things going on at the virtual world, and it's only about time, and it's even has been started to prepare the younger generations to be more ready to be part of the virtual citizen, if I'm not wrong, the terms of that, the citizens something virtually. And maybe I hope that it could be a hopeful and a better solutions and start to the new world that we're going to face in later on in life, and also maybe us, the younger generation, maybe for university students that will maybe get married in anytime soon, start to learn to educate our future kids, because marriage needs to be prepared, because it's not about the exam again. It's about only just we're taking exam to enter university or to enter some of a big company to start a marriage life, we need also to prepare because this a lifespan task, but not all the people pay attention to this. Not all the people really prepare for this and learned what things they could do for their future kids or their partners. And I think it's our we need to have this vision, we need to have this mindset that we need to be a better future parents to educate a better generation, because marriage is not about the love for two people, it's about the life of the future. And I think now all you guys please start to learn and prepare for your future marriage. It's not about, maybe it's not 1 year more, or maybe it could 5 years later on. You don't really need to have the person, the partner, but it's everyone task, it's everyone responsibility to be part of the community, to being prepared to become part of the community itself. And because the family, it's an organizational, the smallest organizational structure in our community, so it needs to, they have to have vision, mission, and also the curriculum for to educate their children. So I think it's me myself really encourage my friends to really learn about this and really prepare for their future marriage and their kids. So maybe that's my answer to complete Miss Falina's questions. Yeah.
All right. Perhaps you would like to also answer the question from Mr. Atta.
Okay. It's also a hard but interesting questions that I'm also currently concerned about this. Like, true, who's who have knowledge they could conquer the world, who's control the social media, could control the world, and who's currently have the most control of the social media. Maybe America and all the Western people, because we all learning the Western knowledge, the science that has been proposed by the Western philosopher and Western scientist. And this is why also I'm starting to learn the Islamic psychology. It's not about the religion itself, but it's I found a new perspectives of science of life that we haven't we haven't learned before. It's not in psychology only, but it's in the physics, like quantum physics, and in the chemistry also. There's another thing, and in the medical world, and people start officially, and especially me as a Muslim, and start to realize, oh, I start to realize why the Quran is the muqjizat for our last prophet Muhammad SAW, because it would defeat the things that being worshipped by the current people, the people that the prophet has sent to the community. And what's the most focus, and what's the things that we are focusing on and being praised, being worship. It's about the science. People say that we have to be scientific, we have to be scientific, we have to be scientific. But in science itself, and especially, and because I learned psychology, the psychology starts to include the political issues, and like it's getting more, not being more scientific like how it used to. And I'm currently join the program, Islamic psychology, that being proposed by one of the lecturer in UGM, Dr. Bagus Riono. He's being the leader, currently being the leader of Islamic psychology, that have the visions to bring back the psychology to the science with Islamic psychology, because we start to realize that science can't answer the questions of the essential things of our life, because human have a limited knowledge, human have a subjective perspective, and that's applied to science that we're currently focused and we're currently learning. We all read the journal, we all read the scientific journal in Scopus or in Science Direct, and those famous sites. But it's the human that make it, and it's always there's an error and there's a subjective side. It can we can be we can use that science to be the threshold, to be only the basic perspective to us to live. And it's there's always the world always change, and the science itself that being praised all around the world and being the focus all around the world this center is few years ago, and maybe because the technology itself and the new revolution of society 5.0 also still focusing on the technology and the harmonizations of human and technology. But how we see the Japanese people, they have the strong technology development, but at the same time they have really low mental health conditions. There's they suicide prevalence is really high, and we could see that there's something wrong in them. And I think my opinion and my critic, the world always change, the people always change, and maybe after the society 5.0 there will be another revolutions. Maybe people start to ask more about our essential things, why a human should be here, why a human should we live, what's the purpose of our life, what's the purpose of our existence, what is existence itself. And that's the science can't answer, and the science always always subjective, sorry. And when we start to learn more about the Islamic philosopher that has been proposed centuries before, what we're trending on, they already think about this, because the purpose of human is to be the Khalifah, is to be the leader in this human being and this earth. And it's not about to conquer the world like the contemporary science or the modern liberation and our current ideology, but to worship God, but to worship Allah, like in Muslim, no, the God of Islam is being the Khalifah, being the controller of the world, is not to become the king of the world, is to do our task, is to do our missions of life. And maybe after they lose their sense of life from, because being so busy to enhance technology, to enhance the science, they start to lose the self. That's also the effect itself of the mental issues that we're currently facing on, because we've been so busy to focus on the outside world, but not the inside of our heart, not inside of our innate materials that we have the device in our body, in our hearts, in our soul. So that's what Islamic scientists start to propose, start to getting more assessment, more scientific assessment for this whole idea. So the people start to realize, oh, we've been living the wrong way, and I think it's our time too. It's about this time that we are all, especially in Indonesia, with the biggest Islamic people in the world, start to realize about this. And maybe it's not an easy concept. It's not an easy things effort to do. But when people start to realize about this, and people start to share about this, and they would realize, oh, the purpose of our life in this world is to be the worshiper of God, not only to do a prayer, not only to salat, and not only to go to the church, but it's to really maintain this world to be a better world for the people to live the same prosperous earth, and have the same access to every resource that we have in this world. Because from this perspective, we're not being the king, or like how the Western ideology with their ideas that has been spread all around the world to be the center of this lifespan. So yeah, that's what's my concern, also what my interest also currently, and my answer for the questions.
All right, thank you so much for such a thorough answer. But it seems like the time only allow us for one more question. So perhaps the audience member would like to ask any questions to either speaker. Maybe we could wait for a while, for a bit. If not, perhaps I could ask a question. I could ask one question to both of our speakers. I want to make sure that the audience are not going to ask any other questions. Okay. So I would like to ask my questions to Ms. Salsa and to Ms. Falim. I got this question from hearing the first topic by Ms. Falim, but I believe it's quite how do I say it? It also appropriate to ask to Ms. Elsa as well. The question is, nowadays, I feel like there is this trend of people demanding and criticizing other people's posts because they are quote unquote triggering to their mental health. For example, I found a post about food, and there are some people in the comment section that criticize the person for posting it because posting food might be triggering for people with eating disorders. So my question is, in your opinion, are we entitled to demand other people to make social media a safe place for us, for our experience? Or is it wiser to just avoid coming to those kind of posts and uploads? That's my question. Perhaps Ms. Palin or Ms. Salsa would like to answer.
Okay, that's very nice question, yeah, from India, and I think it's a bit complex, yeah, because yeah, when we post something, yeah, when we post something about our life, we cannot really understand any others feeling, like we don't know our follower, maybe including someone who have several disorders, maybe about eating disorders or something. But the most fundamental thing is we have no intention to trigger them. Yeah, first we have to make sure that we have no intention to threat someone else like that. Yeah, but maybe it's kind of yeah, it's a bit difficult, yeah, because we cannot really sure about someone else specific disorder, but when someone else reply our story, especially about our personal life, about something that we eat, some place that we go, and they comment something bad, we just don't take it personally, and just easy to say maybe like, oh, forgive me, or forgive me if I post something that might make you uncomfortable or something like that. That's very, yeah, that's the way to be a humble person in using social media. It's not downgrade yourself just because you ask someone to forgive you. It's just the way we try to be wiser. We try to be friendly to our friends. Yeah, maybe just, yeah, it's a problem, yeah, in using social media. If we just focus on that kind of thing, any other post might trigger us. Just one thing that I learned from psychology: anything happens in the world, anything happens in other post, or any other question that might come to our social media, it's a normal situations. But the thing is, it's an individual differences to respond this normal situation become abnormal, because might be normal situation or abnormal situations that lead someone to be like happy or sad, like comfortable, proud, or maybe uncomfortable. Yeah. So the problem is how we can um, control ourselves. Like, we have an option to mute, to unfollow. That's very okay in using social media. If we do not comfortable with someone else post, it's really okay to mute for several times, maybe for some time, and then we can unmute if we ready to, yeah, to see their post again. Yeah. So yeah, maybe that's the answer. I hope it will answer your question.
Thank you. Perhaps Miss Elsa would like to add something too.
Okay, it's always about around these questions around the social media and our trends, how to really know that these words not only about us, but it's we're living with the other people, and we cannot control what they would do to us, but we can control what we could feel, we could perceive them, we could perceive what things that we face. And I'm really encouraging people to don't make the standard of how the environment, of how the people treat them, of how the life that they're currently or they've been living, maybe hard, maybe easy, maybe this life is always be hard for everyone, and it's always be a roller coaster. But we can control people, we can control them, but we can control our mind, we can control our heart, we can control our feelings. Because before we can control ourselves, we can really interact wisely to other people, rightly to other people. So the first thing, the first task that we need to finish our life task is to deal ourselves, to know ourselves, to regulate, to control ourselves wisely. So the later on, when we have this mind, when we have this state of feelings and mind, no matter what people, no matter what life throws at you, you could still be a nice and a good person. Because that's who likes to be the evil persons, and you want to be that evil person, right? So don't be, no, even there will be another evil person, but everyone in this world, every person is it's actually good. Maybe they have a traumatic experience before, and maybe this phenomenon and this could be triggered some people too. But don't be that kind of people, don't be that kind of person. We can be good, we can or we can be bad, but who wants to be bad? So if you want to being treated good, even though you can control people, just control yourself to be good. So the world will be good to you. The people will be good to you, because we might forget that we're all magnets, we're all atoms, and we have the the materials inside us. If we fill ourselves with the negative materials, then we would attract the negative things around us. But if we control to always maintain the positive things, materials, to always be more stronger in our body, in our heart, in our mind, then we would also control the positive things around us. And that's true, because we're all living in the big magnet of Earth, and we're all the magnets of the atoms. And yeah, so don't make that one thing, one event to generalize our life, to make us a bad person, or to make us think that this world would always be bad. Because yeah, a good can be good if there's no bad, right? So just deal with this reality, just deal with that. So you just have to choose, or do you want to be bad, or do you want to be good? And there's one quote from Ali bin Abi Talib: "Be like a flower that gives its fragrance even to the hand that crushes it." So maybe it's hard, but being good, it's not about the other people. It's not for the people around us, but it's for us to attract more positive things around us. So that's the mindset we need to start to have and to maintain in our life, so we could live a better life on, even in the virtual world or in the real world. It's from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for such thorough answer. So I believe the wisest option would be to first control ourselves, control our mind, control our world. Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Alza and Ms. Falin. We would like to show our gratitude to our speaker that have taken the time to give us amazing presentations today. So we would like to give them some certificates. Yeah. All right. So to the head of Public Health International Competition, to Ms. Iber, I believe. So please, you can hand over the certificate to our speaker today. To Tiber, to the chief of committee, and to the operators, to perhaps to show us certificates that we will hand over to our speakers. Ms. Tiber, here it is. Okay, first for Ms. Falin, perhaps you would like to take some pictures and some screenshots first.
Thank you very
Okay.
much for the certificate. I'm glad to be
Very much
here.
welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for taking the time to be here. Perhaps to the operators, maybe you would like to take some screenshots. Or maybe I would start the screenshot. Okay, I will count to 3, Ms. Falin. To smile. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now, perhaps the second certificate to Ms. Salsa, to the operators. Show us. All right. Second certificate to Ms. Salsa. Take some pictures. I would count down to 3, 2, 1. Smile. Thank you so much, Ms. Salsa. Thank you so much, Ms.
Thank you so
Falin,
much
for taking the
this
time to give
nice
us.
great opportunities and to share more insights with us today, and also Ms. Maria, and also all the participants and people that asked the questions. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. This marks the end of my shift. So I would like to be handing over the rest of today's event back to our MC, to Anissa and Mutiara. I'm sorry, Martina. Please take it away.
Okay, thank you once again for Miss Nindi and for our two beloved speaker. Okay, once again, what an amazing presentation for all of us. Once again, thank you for our two beloved speaker for such an amazing and insightful knowledge for all of us. Okay, we would like to show you an amazing really first study video from Ines Beauty Cosmetics. So for our honorable companion Ines Cosmetics, the screen is yours. Okay, we have heard and joined the webinar, and I'm so thankful that we can through this webinar fastly. But before that, I want to ask several questions to our finalists. Would you mind? Okay, I will pick one of them so they can give us some insight and perspective. Maybe it's kind of tricky for me to choose one particular question that can represent their feeling and insight. Can possibly be most cliche question, but I want to know about their feeling right now. Okay, I will choose one of the finalists of this webinar. Please, maybe the farmers can stand by. Maybe Mr. Martina want to choose, or is it just me? Maybe.
Okay, maybe for the ready participants, one who want to give any insight, or maybe want to describe like your feeling during the preparation or during the presentations, maybe from infographic. Is there any participants who's ready to give an insight and give a message or value to all of us today? Miss Francisca, maybe from Universitas Airlangga or the companion?
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay, maybe there's a Ines Cosmetic want to explain first. Okay, the screen and time is yours.
Halo, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih kepada MC yang sudah memberikan waktu dan ruangnya kepada kami tim Ines Cosmetic untuk mensponsori acara di forum webinar ini. Dan tak lupa juga saya ucapkan terima kasih kepada pembicara, peserta, juga seluruh panitia yang udah hadir di acara forum webinar ini. Perkenalkan, nama saya Desi. Di sini saya selaku tim promosi Ines Cosmetic untuk Kota Jambi. Nah, di sini sedikit saya akan menjelaskan tentang brand Ines ya, teman-teman ya. Nah, jadi Ines Cosmetic adalah salah satu brand kosmetik asli Indonesia yang berdiri pada tahun 1998 di Singosari, Kota Malang. Nah, Ines Cosmetic, sebentar. Ines Cosmetic terdiri dari produk skincare, produk body care, dan produk makeup ya. Nah, Ines Cosmetic tidak hanya untuk wanita aja, tapi juga untuk pria, seperti produknya facial wash, body butter, body lotion. Nah, baru-baru ini Ines Cosmetic meluncurkan produk terbarunya, yaitu Volumizer Eyebrow Mascara dan masker wajah. Nah, yang mana kalau Volumizer Eyebrow Mascara ini adalah maskara alis ya teman-teman ya. Dia teksturnya sangat creamy, long lasting, matte, dan ada kandungan vitamin E-nya juga. Selain itu, Ines Kosmetik juga ada yang namanya masker wajah. Nah, untuk masker wajah kita ada dua. Yang satu adalah deep cleansing clay mist dan yang satunya lagi adalah brush on fill of mask. Nah, deep cleansing clay mist ini adalah untuk kulit normal cenderung berminyak, dia teksturnya sangat creamy, menyerap minyak serta membersihkan hingga ke pori-pori. Selain itu kalau yang brush on fill of mask itu untuk kulit normal cenderung kering ya, dia bisa membersihkan hingga ke dalam pori-pori, mengangkat kotoran dan lapisan sel kulit mati serta ada membantu untuk melembabkan kulit wajah juga. Nah, selain itu Ines Kosmetik juga sudah mendapatkan sertifikat halal dari Majelis Ulama Indonesia dan sudah terdaftar di Balai POM Indonesia. Jika teman-teman di sini berminat dengan produk Ines Kosmetik, teman-teman bisa menghubungi saya. Kita lagi ada promo diskon untuk masker wajah, kita diskon 30% dan volumizer Ebro maskaranya juga diskon 30%. Dan untuk Ines Kosmetik lainnya diskonnya 15%. Untuk pembelanjaan minimal 150.000, kita ada gratis ongkir sebesar 20.000. Nah, pembelanjaannya bisa melalui saya atau teman-teman bisa download aplikasi My Ines di aplikasi Play Store atau teman-teman bisa belanjanya melalui Shopee, Lazada, Tokopedia atau Blibli. Nah, sekian dari saya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih.
Okay, thank you very much for Ines Cosmetics for the insights and the informations. So, like what I've said before, I want to hear some kind of values and insight and maybe a story from our participants, which hereby I chose Miss Francisca from Infographic from Airlangga University. How's your feeling, Miss Francisca, during your preparations of the competitions?
Okay, thank you, Martina, for the time. It was an interesting journey for us, for me and Zulfa Takia, my partner, because it's so interesting to research about 5.0 society, which we are not already there, but we are reaching out the society 5.0 and also to connecting the health problem with that, how to overcome with the society 5.0. For specifically, we talk about the malnutrition problem. So that's a fun journey to do the research and yeah, to be here as the finalist. Maybe that's all from me, Martina.
Okay, thank you very, very much for volunteering. Okay, so knowing that you've done your best, like of course, do you have any particulars like expectations regarding to your result that's going to be announced less than 1 hour?
Well, I can expect too much, but I'm hoping for the best result that we could get. So yeah, we're just hoping for the best.
Okay, amazing. Of course, everyone is hoping for the best. Okay, so for Miss Icha, how's that?
Okay, you have first for such an amazing answer for our finalists. But next one, I just want to wonder and know about their method to separate between their time, which has to be spent for their formal education, which is college, and this competition. Is there any particular or specific method did you guys adhere during the preparation? Maybe we can choose another participant too. Maybe from paper competition. Miss Priscilla, Geraldine, can you give us some your experience?
Yeah, hello.
Hello. Maybe the question is like, I just wonder how the method is you separate between their time, which has to be spent their formal education, college, and competition. Is there any particular or specific method did Miss Priscilla did during the preparation?
Any specific method? I don't think so, but we did do lots of researches to find out what's wrong in the world and what the environment needs currently, and that's exactly why why we're so into the environment for our paper. Yeah, we did some researches because
in our team, all three of us, there's none of us that's in the health sector, so we're not too. Um, I think we're not too specialized in it, so we gotta do lots of research to keep up with the other participants. Were really, really amazing. So, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
What an amazing answer, Miss Geraldine. Thank you very much for volunteering. So, from there, I can actually conclude that we have to be someone that disciplined and consistent, do a lot of research, comparing things and others to pursue the things that we want. Of course, it is a pretty tricky steps in our life that we have to pass so that we can be a better versions of ourselves. So, to all participants and organizers, this is a great reminder for us to not stop doing what we believe, and not hesitate to fight for our dreams. Okay, next one, we will have another advertisement from Ines Cosmetics. So I allow Ines Cosmetics to show the videos that wanted to be showed to our participants today. So Ines Cosmetics, time is yours. Okay, thank you very much. Is that enough from Ines Cosmetics? So after this, we have a Cheers commercial video. So for the operators, show the screen, please. Thank you.
Aktivitas sehari-hari selalu saja ada. Karena itu temani harimu dengan Cheers Healthy Water. Dilengkapi dengan Alkaline Power yang meningkatkan metabolisme tubuh, menjadikan tubuh kamu ramping dan ideal. Minum Cheers Alkaline Power sebelum dan sesudah beraktivitas. Cheers! Cheers! Cheerful body, cheerful mind, cheerful life. Cheers! Alkaline Power.
Okay, is that enough for the advertisement? Can we step into our next agenda? Okay, thank you very much. So, this is the awaited moment, okay? We all know that all of the finalists have done their best for these competitions, and actually we have seen that they are just so great in their own ways, okay? But because this is competitions, it's still a competition, so we will always look for the best. Now, deciding which one will be the winner is not easy for the judges. So regarding to those things, now we will move on to the most awaited moment for the finalists and participants. We will announce the winner of Public Health International's Competitions 2021, which will be separated into 3 categories, which are: the first one is scientific paper, the second one is essays, and the third one is infographic. So the first one that we will announce is the scientific competitions or scientific paper competition. So for the finalists who joined the scientific paper competitions, be ready, okay? So I'm going to announce from the third place. So the third place is going to be owned by, okay? You're ready? We'll wait for the screen first.
Oh, we are excited.
Oh, okay. So can you please from the paper competitions first? Okay, I'm sorry for the technical obstacles. Yeah, we will do or announce the paper competitions first.
Okay.
Okay, paper competitions. The third winner is Rizky Chandra Maulana. Please share the screen. Okay, from Brawijaya Universitas Brawijaya. Okay, moved on to the second winner. Okay. The second winners is belong to Miss Nadifa from Universitas Airlangga. Okay, and now we'll move on to the first winner or the official winners of paper competitions. Okay, it is Nathaniel Gilbert Dysons from Universitas Indonesia. Congratulations for 3 of our winners. Okay, maybe Miss Rania wants to give a little congratulations speech for 3 of our paper competitions winners. Please, Miss Bea, for the speech.
Okay, I'm very grateful and I want to say congratulations to all winner, excellent paper. I hope that you can get available for this competition and maybe just like this. And Martina and Icha, I go back this for you.
Okay, thank you very much. For the finalists, you can actually turn your cameras on because next one we will have a documentation sessions with our Chief of Public Health International Competitions. So for Rizky Chandra's teams, Nadifa's teams, and Nathaniel teams, please turn your cameras on. Okay, first one, we will have a documentation sessions with Miss Bea as our Chief of Public Health International Competitions to screen captures the moment with Rizky Chandra Maulana. Please for the operator. Winner.
Okay, maybe the operator is ready.
Yeah, please for the documentation session.
Want to pin the winners, or is that?
Maybe for the liaison officer can confirm to us, is the participants available, is the finalist or the third winners available for the documentations or not? If it's not, we will move on to our second place to document the moment with Miss Tibrania.
Hello, we are here.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, maybe for Miss Nathaniel Gilbert Tyson first, okay? Okay, cheers.
Okay.
Okay, maybe for our operators can count down when screenshot.
Okay, the Nathaniel first. Maybe we can help to count down.
Yeah.
3, okay, for the operator, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, moving on to the second place.
Okay.
Okay, for Miss Nadifa, we will count from 3, okay? 3, 2, 1, capture.
Mungkin
Okay.
maybe countdown again nih. Maybe, okay, it's already pen. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, thank you. And the last one?
Okay, for Mr. Rizky Chandra Maulana team from University of Brawijaya, maybe the operator can pin the team first.
Yes.
Okay. For Rizky Chandra Maulana team is available to. Okay.
Okay, maybe Miss Icha can count it down.
Okay, for the operator, I help to count down. 3, 2, 1, cheese. Okay, it's done, Miss Martina.
Okay, for the paper competitions has already been announced. So the next one is essay competitions that's gonna delivered by Miss Anissa Zara. Please.
Okay, we were excited to hear the winner for the essay competition. Okay, so here are our winner for the essay competition. Okay, the third place, it's going to be owned by, maybe you can next the slide. Okay, it's going to be Kanaya Huwaida Fayadia. Okay, mungkin for the Cahyaning Hanum Pertiwi from SMA Negeri 9 Surabaya. Okay, next slide. Okay, for the second winner for the SI competition, it's going to be Lorentina Delina Kristanto from SMA ST Aloysius 1 Bandung. Okay, the next one is the first winner. Okay, the first place it's going to be Kanaya Huwaida from SMA Muhammadiyah 2 Sidoarjo. Okay, so we will let our Vice Head of Student Executive Board, Faculty of Airlangga, to hand the certificate of our winner to Mr. Muhammad Mr. Arjo Ilmi Matoila. The screen and time is yours. Okay. I can help to count down. Okay. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, maybe operator is done. Mungkin next to the second winner. Okay, for Miss Lorentina Adelina Crisanto team for SMA Aloysius 1 Bandung. Okay. Countdown. I'm 3, 2, 1. Okay, next to the third winner. Okay, for Cahyaning Hanum from SMA Negeri 9 Surabaya. Okay, I'm ready. I'm helped to count down. 3, 2, 1. Okay, it's done. Okay, maybe Mr. Arju want to give a speech or congratulate to the finalists?
Okay. Once again, congratulations for the winner. Hopefully, the work that has been did can be developed again and be useful for global health. And also to the other finalists who have not won, don't be discouraged and keep the spirit. Keep creating innovative work because our world need us, especially for health. You are all winners, guys. So congratulations and thank you for the participate on PHIC 2021. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Adi, for
I'm sorry for interrupting, but I think there is a typo for my name.
Okay, maybe.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, next one, we will hear the winner of infographic, Miss Martina.
Okay, thank you very much. So the next one is the awarding of infographic competitions. So the third place of infographic competitions PHIC 2021 is Franska Nimas Resu Krisayani. Yes. Okay, thank you very much. And now, congratulations for our third winner. Now we're moving on to our second place, which is Muhammad Mikhail Atif ZA. Okay, congratulations for the teams owned by Muhammad Mikhail Atif. And then the first place of infographic competitions PHIC 2021 is Kelly Laurentia Hadi. Congratulations for 3 of our winner. Now we will try to give you a congratulations speech, which will be delivered by Miss Kurnia as our lecturer who's responsible for Research and Achievement Student Association. To Miss Kurnia, is there any congratulations speech that you want to deliver to our participants?
Yes, okay, thank you. Congratulations for all the winner and the infographic competition and the paper competition and the what the ones infographic paper once again
Essay competition,
paper
Miss.
yeah
Essay competition.
okay essay competition yeah yeah thank you congratulations for all and for the all participant I think you are all is the winner, but we must choose what the best from the best. Yeah, I think we hope that you for all participant can follow or can invite again to the next year because PHIC is Public Health International Competition is annually agenda in our faculty. I think for the all participant can follow again in our agenda. I think it's thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Kurnia, for the congratulations speech. So the next one is going to be a documentation sessions, Miss. So we will count down from 3, and we will screen the screen. We will capture the screen, Miss. Okay, for Miss Icha, please help me to count it down. Thank you.
Once again, congratulations to Kelly, Laurencia, Hadi, and team. Okay, for the operator, I help to count down. 3, 2, 1, keys. Okay, next one to the second winner. Okay, the second winner for infographic competition, it's going Muhammad Mikael at the ZAN team. Okay, I have to count down it. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, congratulations once again. Okay, next one to the third winner.
I'm sorry for the committee. Can Rara, can Zulfatakia can be pinned too as my partner?
Of course.
Thank you.
Can you write the name so we can search the participants?
Zulfatakia.
Okay. Okay. Okay, is that ready? Okay, I have to count down. 3, 2, 1.
Pakai itu enggak helm? Pakai ya.
Okay, once again, congratulations for all of you to winner this competition.
Okay, congratulations to all of our finalists who have grabbed the third, second, and first winner. But other than that, all of the finalists are all the winner, like Miss Cornia has told us previously. Okay, you all have done your best. Oh, okay, Miss Icha, please continue.
Okay, we have already known the winners. Now on, we will hear what the winners feel. We do hope that the winner can say a certain words or state to enlightening sentence to us all. Okay, for the first winner of scientific paper competition, maybe the operator can help to pen it first to so they can say a certain words.
Okay, for Miss Nathaniel Gilbert as the first winner of paper competitions, do you have any messages for all of us?
A winner's speech.
Okay, winner's speech.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, comedy and all participants. Maybe I would like to say that me and my team, we are very grateful for the competition, for the great competition. All the other participants are also very great. The presentation is very great too. And maybe let us maybe I would like to say good luck for our next journey in other competition, and maybe we can get the best in other competition like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like to give back to the MC. Thank you.
Okay, once again, congratulations. Okay, next one. We move on to the infographic winner. Okay, maybe the operator can help to pin it.
Okay,
Infographic.
to Miss Kelly as the first winner of infographic competitions. Do you have
Okay.
any messages or values that you want to deliver to us?
Okay, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you so much, MC. First of all, me and my teammate Celine would like to thank all of the honorable judges for the opportunity to present our infographic yesterday. It has been a great experience for the both of us in this competition, and we would like to also send our commiserations to our liaison officer and to all the committees involved since the registration process to the grand final round yesterday. It has been really great, and we're looking forward for another opportunity to join the public health international competition maybe in the following years. So once again, thank you so much, and also to all the other competitors. I think everyone did really great, and it was our honor to compete alongside such great pool of finalists. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much for the winner speech. It's motivated all of us to maybe join the Public Health International next year. Okay, the last but not least, we move on to the Izay winner. Okay, for Miss Kanaya Huwaida Faya Dia, maybe the operator can help to pin it first. You can say a winner speech or any words.
I feel so very grateful for my winners, and I hope that every participant in here feels so glad of our words and others. Just it.
Okay, once again, congratulations.
Okay, thank you very much for all of our winners. We do hope that even though you are a winner, you still be someone that humble and always develop yourself as a person. Okay, so after all of the event we have through this day, I'm regretfully say that we have touched the end of our event, whether it's webinars or awarding or competitions or anything. So this is basically the end of PHIC 2021, but it's not the last. Okay, now because we have begun our event with praying, then we will pray together once again to close this event. So to all of our participants committees, praying sections is started. Okay, thank you very much, but pray is a never ending event.
Okay, maybe before we close this event, we would like to documentation for all of the participants. Maybe the operator can take over the session. Maybe I help to count it down, or maybe operator wants to count it. Okay. Okay. Maybe the finalists can turn on the camera, please, so we can take the documentation for today. Okay, maybe finalists. Okay. Okay. So many finalists want to open the camera. Okay. I give 1 minute, maybe. Is that all? You can turn on your camera. Okay. Maybe the operator want me to help to count down. Okay. Maybe for the first slide, I have to count down. There's the 7th slide. Maybe you can just smile. 1 to 7 slide. Okay, for the first slide, 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, next to the second slide. Okay, I have to count down. 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay, maybe next to the third slide. I have to count down 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay, for the fourth slide, 3, 2, 1. For the fifth slide, 3, 2, 1. And the sixth slide, 3, 2, 1. And the last slide, 3, 2, 1. Okay, it's done. Okay. And by that statement, I announced that Public Health International Competition Webinar 2021 has done. But before that, we would like to invite you guys to turn, okay, and don't forget to fill the link so that you can access the certificate that will be sent to you the right way. Maybe the absent can sign in the room chat. Okay, don't forget to list the absent. Okay, once again, we would like to say thanks to all of the participants, finally speakers, and all of the components that have worked so hard to make this event held perfectly. We would like to say sorry for both of our mistakes, both which us made consciously and unconsciously. We are begging to you for forgiveness.
Okay, thank you very much for all of the judges, for all the lecturers who have given us so many advices, and then thank you very much for all the finalists who have registered yourself in this Public Health International Competition 2021. We're so sorry for every obstacles or minus points that we have in this event. Me, on behalf of all of the committees, really want to say thank you very much for joining this event, and we really hope that the next years and many years forward we still can meet each others in a good conditions. Okay, stay safe everyone. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you everyone. See you in the Public Health International Competition next year. Goodbye everybody.
Lights out, the ghost that you've been chasing coming closer. In the nights out, the ones you thought are hiding under cover. Now it's gone. You go ahead, keep what I said, keep
Lamborghinis and they rented hummus. The party's on, so they're heading downtown. Everybody's looking for a come up, and they wanna know what you're about. Me in the middle with the one I love, we're just trying to figure everything out. We don't fit in well, cause we are just ourselves. I could use some help getting out of this conversation. Yeah, you look stunning, dear, so don't ask that question here. This is my only fear, that we become beautiful people. Top designer clothes, front row fashion shows. What you do and who'd you know? Inside the world of beautiful people. Champagne and rolled up nose, prenups and broken homes. Surrounded but still alone. Let's leave the party. That's not who we are. We are not beautiful. Yeah, that's not who we are. We are not beautiful. Drove for hours last night and we made it nowhere. Now I see stars in your eyes when we're halfway there. Now I'm not fazed by all the lights and flashy cameras, cause with my arms around you, there's no need to care. We don't fit in well, we are just ourselves. I could use some help getting out of this conversation here. You look stunning, please, don't ask that question here. This is my only fear, that we become beautiful people. Top design